Hello, welcome everyone. We just started doing some construction work outside, so I hope it's not distracting. Today, we're just going to hang out, have a cup of coffee, play some music. Then I'd like to read you something from this little book called The Music Between Us by Kathleen Mary Higgins, which is about, it's a very comprehensive, let me change the chord. It's a very comprehensive historical scientific outlook on what role music has played in our history. And I found a chapter this morning about music and emotional expression, and I found it really interesting, so I wanted to share it with you. But first of all, just relax. Take it in. Last night I had a conversation with a student of mine. We were talking about how the world is full of stress, how we wake up with the feeling of being behind already, wanting to check our emails and everything, so it's important to step back, enjoy the moment. I really started doing these streams for myself because I feel like I needed this more in my life as well. Just sit down and play music. presence. Because music has been made into a commodity, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit as well. I have a video I want to share with you. And we forgot about its healing powers. Okay, so you don't fall asleep, everyone out there. If someone's watching, let's play something a little bit more upbeat. I have my looper down here, so let's loop something a bit more funky. If you want to hear a specific key or tempo, just write a number somewhere between like 70 and 200, 50 and 200, and any key, major or minor, you would like me to improvise in. Let's start with F sharp minor. Just love exploring different areas on the guitar. Sounds and textures and flavors. Different rhythms, even on one note. For the next minute, I'm going to just play one note. This note, F sharp. This one. Let's find ways to play it. Just tap it on. Muted with the pick, fingers, different rhythm. Now long notes. Softly. Loudly. Now call and response loud and soft. There's a story in one note. Let's keep going. I'll change my view. Still the same notes. There can be a story in one note. Contrasts. Very short, very long. Now short and quiet. And long and loud. Can I play it somewhere else? Maybe here. Maybe here. Leaving space. Detuning the note. There we go. Different note. Let's add a second note. So now we have F sharp and G sharp. See how much you can do with just two notes or even one note. Beautiful. So now I'd like to read you from this book. About musical expression. I'm gonna read you this little bit. I don't know if you can see it, probably not. It's called A Song in Your Heart. That's the name of the chapter. And let, what's her name? Kathleen Mary Higgins speak for herself. Shall we do music in the background? No, let's take a break from music now. Silence is also music. A song in your heart. Music as emotional. A traditional basis for asserting the certain centrality of music to human nature is its relation to the emotions. Derek Cook straightforwardly claims music is, properly speaking, a language of the emotions akin to speech. Beethoven, he notes, wrote on the manuscript of Missa Solemnis, from the heart, made go back to the heart. Psychologist Carol C. Pratt also claims that music is a language of the emotion that is unequaled in this regard by any other art. The idea that music has a special relationship to emotion is not uniquely Western. According to great preface in the Chinese Book of Songs, the Xingyin, the feelings move inwardly and are embodied in words. When words are insufficient for them, recourse is had to sighs and exclamations. When sighs and exclamations are insufficient for them, recourse is had to the prolonged utterances of song. Wow, what a word. When those prolonged utterances of song are insufficient for them, unconsciously the hands begin to move and the feet to dance. Beautiful. When the ancient Confucian philosopher Xunzi, my wife would kill me probably for the pronunciation, my wife is Chinese by the way, claims that music is joy, he is not only expressing his own opinion, he is pointing out that the Chinese character for music is identical to joy. Joy is only one of the emotions that cultures commonly link with music. The 12 dastar, or modes, of the Persian musical system are associated with various emotional tones. The ragas used in classical Indian music, both Hindustani and Carnatic, are similarly associated with particular moods as well as with times of the day. According to Rowell, the tradition of raga has become one of the primary means by which Indian culture has become sensitized and perhaps even instructed in emotive life. The Temyar of Malaysia describes the heartbeat-like rhythm of their bamboo percussion as moving one's heart to longing. Stephen Feld describes the Kalui of Papua New Guinea as singing with the purpose of moving listeners to feel sorrow for the performer, whose songs typically involve recalling and lamenting someone who has died. Music is a primary means of expressing grief throughout the world. There you have it. Bit of a cultural background around music and how it's used to expression. And I think it's time for a song now. Let's pick some interesting instrument, some world instrument. Oh, by the way, throughout this whole stream, my screen, my monitor, has been switching on and off, and it's been really confusing and annoying. I know you can't see that, but now I can't see anything. Oh, now it's back on. I don't want to stop streaming now, so I'm just going to push through. Yeah, but it's making it impossible for me to see what I'm clicking. Oh. What could it be? Maybe this. Okay. Chinese flute, why not? I'm almost there, guys, don't worry. There we go. Haha. China meets Africa. suddenly I wanna know when they are way and I lie. Say I'm on my way, I'm not listening, my Ooh, that was fun. Okay, let's now have a look at something a little bit more serious. This morning, I listened to this video by what's his name? Anthony Fantano, basically. This very famous YouTube commentator. Let me switch off this microphone. And that's an interview with a band member, which I also forgot the name of, because I didn't actually know them. Shushu's Jamie Stewart, and they're talking about how. Well, let me just play it. You heard me talking a lot now, or playing. I mean, talking through music. Anyways.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you are doing well. And today I wanted to address a pretty, at least for me, significant and slightly jaw-dropping announcement that I caught on social media. And that is the legendary experimental band Shushu will be removing their catalog from the Spotify platform. I saw this announced through their Instagram page where they just basically let their audience know what was going to happen. It's a decision that was clearly influenced by recent news that came out about Spotify and its CEO Daniel Ek investing millions and millions of dollars into deadly military tech. In fact, he seems focused on ingraining himself in this industry more than he does the music industry right now. And so I wanted to invite the band's main brain, Jamie Stewart, on to essentially discuss this decision. And here it is, my conversation with Jamie about this Shushu Spotify music removal. You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't.
So first of all, I didn't know Shushu before this, and I didn't even know about the fact that the Spotify CEO is involved in some dangerous tech or anything like that. But I've been aware of problems with Spotify in terms of, you know, whether it's the fundamental devaluing of music, the concept of Spotify, as much as it was a great thing at first, how it's basically brought the whole library of music in your pocket, we are starting to realize more and more that music actually isn't supposed to be turned into a product like this. And it's about the connection and relationship and what the relationship with it. And I mean, obviously artists have been suffering throughout the most human, you know, times and ages, but this is something that's, I think, a symptom of the capitalism, and it's not necessarily a great thing in and of itself. And I've seen actually multiple different artists taking the step of leaving Spotify. Let's now listen to bits of the interview. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing. It's 17 minutes, but just hear bits and pieces from why he did that.
Mention that you guys are not, the only seminal band from the indie scene to do and announce the same. Recently, Deerhoof made a similar move as well. I mean, obviously, you guys have collaborated over the years too. So,
let's move on to his response.
Discourse we've been seeing.
I've never been a fan of streaming. We've wanted to for a long time. I mean, I've never been a fan of streaming. It devalues music generally. I mean, it makes music disposable. And we talked to our various labels and tried to get off Spotify a few years ago, and no one really wanted to do it. I mean, the reason for us at the time was just we thought that they just treated bands badly. But when the announcement came that the Spotify head Daniel Ek was using Spotify funds to directly invest in AI war murder drones, there was just, I mean, it was no conceivable way that we could be involved in something like that.
And I mean, now he's on the board of that company too. He's on the board.
Yeah. I mean, they're using money that they have essentially, for all intents and purposes, stolen from almost every band in the entire world to murder people to make more money. I mean, us being off of Spotify is not going to make any real financial impact for them. It really has more to do with our conscience, and hopefully for the small number of people interested in Shushu, possibly to encourage them not to, just to be aware of this issue and not to, in some small way, fund the murder of what will undoubtedly be brown people all over the world. So white people, so a small number of white billionaires can make some more money.
Wow. I love the integrity here. He's basically talking about how it's been a matter of principle for them, how they've been wanting to do that for a long time because of the reasons I already mentioned, but this has been sort of a transitioning point in, like, this is not bearable anymore, and just need to move on from this. And they basically are leading. They are being leaders and showing. Leaders have been really important. Leaders are really important in the world. Like, if you do something that's not necessarily in your own interest, and he's going to be talking later on in this video that actually losing a lot of money by removing stuff from Spotify. If you're with an integrity like that, you can actually awaken other people, inspire rather, and lead the world, however corny it sounds, to better tomorrows. So let's move on in the conversation to that somewhere around the half mark.
Also been responded to in any way? Obviously the same with the removal of their music from the platform. Has this also been responded to in any way from behind the scenes, your peers saying, I'm kind of considering doing the same thing? Do you feel like there could potentially be a domino effect in the coming months or anything?
I really hope so. I mean, it's none of my business how people choose to promote or not promote their music. I hope that peers that we have choose to remove themselves from this. But it's for us, it was a very easy decision. This kind of a thing has always been an easy decision for us. For other people, it's not. There's a million reasons why it is or it isn't. I do very, very, very much. I mean, the thing I really hope is that people stop subscribing, and we might have a minuscule impact on that. I hope that we, I hope that we do. But I hope as this kind of things as people begin to think about this more and more, that maybe bands that could actually have a big impact will take their music off of it, and then perhaps a significant number of people could remove their subscriptions from the platform. I really don't have a lot of hope about it really negatively affecting Spotify or any actions that they take. It really just has more to do with our own music. This is going to make me sound very, very, very corny. Music is, and there's no other word for it, sacred to us. We don't want it to be shit on by warmongering billionaires.
And
he's basically saying music is sacred for us, and it should be. Remember, we read it just from in this book earlier, how important music has been for humans across millennia. And he's basically saying, we're hoping to inspire people to get off that platform if it associates with horrendous things, but we're not doing it because we think we would harm Spotify if we were too small of a fish for that. So he's being aware of like them not maybe making a huge impact immediately, but I would argue then the act itself can make a huge impact. And you see how I had the need to share it on my stream, and maybe Anthony Fantano wanted to share it on his channel too. So this is something that's important to do. This thing with Spotify is fascinating to me. I also see the problem of music's main ability or main function is personal, right? It happens when people are on the gig, react to each other's music, like share the common, like literally frequency, share the common language through music. Like it's about emotions, as we read earlier. It's about connecting. It's about relating. And what streaming makes of it is just like there's 30 billion, I don't know how many songs that you can have at any time. And obviously our time is limited. And so we can only listen to a few, but there's the relationship that you develop towards them and the time you actually invest and take. Because you need to make a commitment to listen to music and enjoy it. You need to make that commitment to and basically sacrifice something in order for the music to make a greater impact on you. So actually we're harming ourselves in treating music in this way, because we're not using, and he speaks about that later. Let me get to that point now. We're not using music in a way that is actually the most powerful. Let's see. I think he says it somewhere towards the end.
Exponentially more than the amount of money. I mean, have to be a commercial. It makes music better. Really not curious. You don't give it any attention.
Okay, here we go.
You have access to everything. There's just but significantly less focus on actually listening to and loving music. If you can listen to anything you want all of the time for free, if something is uninteresting to you after 3 seconds, you don't give it any attention. Music, interesting, in-depth, curious, challenging music takes time to focus on. Music has definitely not gotten better, and I'm saying this as a music fan since I was a child, since streaming happened. Streaming doesn't make music better. Streaming makes music it makes music have to be a commercial in order for it to potentially grab somebody's attention. I mean, if something is not meaningful to you, if you don't have to focus on it, then it can't. I mean, this again is so corny, but it can't touch your heart.
Yeah.
You cannot get what music can possibly give you if you can just zap through it, if it doesn't require you to focus on it because it doesn't have any value. You didn't have to go get it. It was handed to you for free. 9 trillion songs were handed to you for free. It's overwhelming. There's nothing like you can't love something like that. And it can't affect your life in the way that music has the capability to do.
Wow.
I know this is corny. Sorry.
No. There's
yeah. It's not corny. It's true. That's what it is. I don't think this needs any further explanation. I'm just going to wrap it up with a song for you. Thank you for tuning in or watching afterwards, however you prefer. And I'm gonna wrap it up with some meditational but slightly cheekily rhythmical as well, so we have our pulse going through the rest of our for the rest of our days. What would be the right instrument for this? Let's start with the loop and then we'll figure it out. Brother, continuing with Alibata's reaction, another song from Dream Theater or Vertical Horizon. I think there are many techniques that can be discussed there. Thank you. Thank you. I will definitely do some more. I mean, Dream Theater, do you mean Alibata's version or do you mean actually their music? Because I love Dream Theater, by the way. Could be a good one to do. Thanks for watching, by the way. Some instrument now. mind that? Instead of a bell. I like this riff. Guitar and piano together. This chord. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a beautiful day. Woo. Now I imagine the title is going after the stream. The credits, I mean, is the right way to say it, right? So that was it for today. I noticed that sometimes the stream cuts sooner than I want to if I switch it off, so I'll leave a little bit of ending here. Have a great day. It doesn't start soon, it ends. Okay, just stop it here. Bye.